welcome to A Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and this week is just games, and we're talking a fucking awful game. With me today is Thrak, my trusty co-op partner that likes games more than I do. I fucking hated Halo. How was it for you?
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I think this is the first pod we've done in this new year.
Oh yeah,
2024. So we're starting off strong, right?
Yeah, with a fucking shit ass game.
Oh boy.
We've been working on this since when? Since November, December?
Something like that, because we did all of Gears,
right?
And then we were discussing what to play next. I just threw out Halo because it was like, well, we did Gears, so we'll stick with the Xbox thing. But then you were like, oh, maybe we could do Gotham Knights, Last Remnant 2. You know, we were throwing a bunch of different games out there. And then you were just like, fuck it, let's just do Halo. I was like, okay.
It feels like we started off on the wrong foot with Gears. We should have started with Halo and then gone on to Gears, because Gears is the better series, the better franchise. And
I think we chose Halo because, like, my experience with the series is very limited, and yours is more than mine, but probably not by a huge amount.
I've played 1, 2, 3, a little bit of ODST, most of Reach, and I don't remember exactly how I felt about them. I think I felt like this is all I have right now, so I'm going to enjoy it. But replaying it, dude, holy fuck, especially Halo 1. So Halo 1 was released November 15, 2001. We played the remake.
The anniversary edition, I think it was released in 2010 for the 360.
Maybe, probably. Well, yeah, it sounds somewhat about right. I don't have
the version
here.
Because the version we played for the viewers at home is we have the Master Chief Collection, which is available on Xbox One, Xbox Series, PC, all the good Game Pass, all that good stuff. And it is a very good collection of Halos 1, 2, 3, ODST, Reach, and 4. Like, it has the multiplayer mode is in there. It integrates elements from all of those games into the multiplayer. I don't know if you tackled it at all. I played it a little bit, and the multiplayer still holds up, you know, at least from my memory. Like, I'm not a big multiplayer shooter guy, but the little bit I played of Halo's multiplayer, I'm like, yeah, it's still fun. Still great, you know, just if you try to play it, you'll probably play with guys who that's all they do, so you're just going to get massacred. But and I know when this compilation first came out, it was a bit in a rough state, but nowadays it works pretty well. So it's definitely worth it if you have an Xbox. It's worth to check out the Master Chief Collection if you've never played them, because, you know, Halo is a big series. It's the Xbox series, and we've watched it die in front of our eyes.
In real time.
Remember, yeah, like you remember.
Right, but I also think
many of our audience does as well.
I also think that a lot of it was people's nostalgia for it, because when it came out, there was really no shooter like it before.
Well, I was saying, like, at the time, because you remember when Halo 1, like, but from 2001 to about, I would say 2010, from the Bungie era of Halo, the people fucking loved the series. Like, I knew guys who, like, during the original Xbox days had Halo 2, and they loved the shit out of that game. Like, that's all they talked about. Like, I knew people who read the Halo books, like, were all into the lore and everything, and it hooked people, and it was a big deal. Like, when Halo 2 came out in 2004, that was one of the biggest game releases of its era. So it's not all nostalgia, it's just at the time, it really struck a nerve with people.
Oh, before we continue, Halo 2, November 9th, 2004. And we played the version in the Master Chief Collection. Apparently, the whatever remake or whatever it's called was released in 2014. So,
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For Halo 1?
Both. Remaster of both, maybe? I know I saw it for Halo 1. Yeah.
Well, Halo 2 Anniversary was made just for this collection.
Then that makes sense. Yeah, they were both released in 2014.
And this collection was, I think, 2018 when it first came out. I think. I could be wrong on that. But
I think I was.
But yeah.
I think I hadn't moved to the States when it came out, and I remember people talking shit about it. So
yeah, because it came out.
I moved in 2017,
Master Chief Collection was,
so I'm not sure.
Yeah, because Master Chief Collection was in a really bad state when it came out. But it has been fixed, and we didn't really have any issues with it. The UI for getting co-op, like in the campaign, is a little confusing.
When I fell out of the map, it's like the only big issue that we had. The rest was just terrible gameplay.
Yeah, it's less buggy than Cyberpunk. Can say that.
See, okay,
I've beaten Cyberpunk. I liked it. I didn't love it as much as you, but I did like it.
That's understandable.
Yes.
Yeah, because I did everything. You didn't.
I did a lot of it, though.
You didn't do Claire's missions, which are the best missions.
I didn't like the driving that much.
I mean, they give you like a pre-made car,
too slippery.
so you can go do the missions.
Because the driving in the cars was way too slippery. The motorcycles felt perfect. I much preferred riding around in those. I don't know. Cyberpunk's a weird one. It has a lot of good stuff, but then it has other stuff that's just kind of weird. And, I glitched 2 major bosses, which I thought was hilarious. I wasn't even trying to do that. But the writing was good. I liked a lot of the characters. The Night City is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Fucking that's one of the best locale.
Seriously, one of the best I've ever played in a game. And there was definitely a lot to like there. So hopefully with the eventual sequel, if they can smooth out some of the edges, I think it'll be genuinely fantastic. Anyways, back to...
they got a good base, so I'm sure the sequel's going to be amazing. Halo. Okay.
I would agree. So Halo. So the first Halo, 2001. Do you remember when this game came out?
I remember playing it at my cousin's house. And like I've said a million times before on the show, I was kind of mad because the gun shooting kind of felt like how the Starship Troopers guns shoot in the movies. So I was mad that the game was not Starship Troopers. And then replaying
the guns kind of look the same, don't
right? They? A little bit, yeah. The combat rifle that you get in the first game.
Yeah, let me check. You keep going.
Yeah. So, I was upset because it wasn't Starship Troopers, but it was kind of fun. I had never seen anything like it. The only thing that I had to go by for first-person shooters were GoldenEye and Thrak, which are great games, but one's kind of a boomer shooter and the other one is kind of like the blueprint for what first-person shooters are on console.
Yeah. Oh,
and this
here's a picture of the Starship rifle. A little bit.
It kind of looks like it, but backwards.
Yeah, it does that thing. It's I think they're called carbine rifles. I could be wrong on that. Where the length of the barrel is the entire length of the gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it shortens the rifle so they're not as long.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. I'm sure somebody will correct us.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe one of those gun nuts that we have on Discord.
I actually, one of my best friends in real life is a big gun nut. So
yeah, he'll be able to explain it. So
he will.
So I kind of liked it back then, but I didn't put enough time into it to actually have like a full opinion. And then my neighbor from across the street had the Halo Xbox, the green see-through one, and he sold it to me. Yeah. He sold it to me for like $100, and he gave me Halo and whatnot. And I played through it, and I had a good time up until the flood showed up. And I was fucking furious the entire time I had to play, and there was the flood, because I was having a good time killing aliens. But no, now you got to kill space zombies, which are fucking terrible. And
this man hates the flood more than anything, ladies and gentlemen. Like, his hatred of the flood is so much that, like, this is why I'm here. Like, I'm here to try to defend Halo a little bit, because otherwise he's just going to completely shit all over the whole thing because he hates the flood so much. Now, granted, I don't like the flood that much either, but that has more to do with the fact they're kind of bullet sponges, and like the little guys are just head crab ripoffs. But Half-Life was really in vogue at the time. But the Flood aren't that bad. But are they as good as, say, just fighting the normal Covenant? Probably not. And I think they're introduced in Halo 1 very well. Like, people go on about the introduction of the Flood being this great twist or whatever. I don't know if I agree with that. But I do like how they are introduced in the game, because there is no mention of them up until the famous library mission.
It felt to me now like a rug pull. Even though I knew that it was coming and it was going to happen, I did not sign up to play Space Sponge Zombie Killer.
If they weren't sponges, would they be okay?
Yeah, and if they would stop, because they just don't stop. They just keep coming no matter how many you kill.
They're a flood.
And they fucking drive me insane.
I get it.
I want to grab the guy who created the Flood and kick him in the nuts repeatedly for creating them, because they are fucking terrible. They are the worst enemy in any video game that I've ever fucking played. I would rather kill robots in Gears of War 4 for a full day than to play 2 hours of the Flood in Halo.
At least the robots in Gears were funny.
And
like chainsawing them, they'd be like, "Oh, you're interfering" or whatever as you're slicing them. Like,
right.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was fun.
The Flood don't say anything. The Flood don't do anything. They're just, I think they're part of some kind of hive mind. I'm not too deep in the Halo lore, so I don't really know. We could ask Nave. Nave knows all about the Halo lore, so he'll let us know. Right. If he listens. He'll let us know. But yeah, Halo 1, it's a very important game. It's the game that kind of was the next big step in modernizing first-person shooters after like Quake and GoldenEye and all of those. Like, Halo really set the stage for what first-person shooters would be. And I think once we hit Call of Duty 4 is when it's like, this is what they are, and they've kind of been that way ever since.
Yeah.
Some exceptions. I've played like Titanfall 2. That game is fucking phenomenal. That almost feels like an evolution of the FPS, but I'm not 100% on that. So Halo, very important. Still controls pretty well for what it is.
The thing about Halo...
It hasn't aged well.
The thing about Halo is that it kind of finished bringing PC shooters to console. We finally had enough buttons and sticks and shit on our controllers to be able to play a fucking Counter-Strike on...
Basically.
Yeah, because it's almost pretty much the same feel of movement and shooting and all that. I'm not gonna deny that it was revolutionary, because it was. It did great things for first-person shooters, like not relying on med packs and actually having a regenerating shield. Even though in the first one you have med packs that you still need to pick up because your shields don't regenerate fast enough. They got rid of that. I
think it's you have a shield, and then when the shield runs out,
then
your health goes down. Yeah, but your shields can regenerate. Yeah.
In the second, there weren't any med packs to pick up.
No,
which was a step forward to what shooters eventually ended up becoming. So it was revolutionary. It was important, but is it a good game? By today's standards,
for its time, for 2023 or 2024 standards, it hasn't held up all that well, I think. And a lot of that has to do not necessarily with the control, because the whole twin stick shooting, it had been done before this game, but this was the game to be like, no, this is how you do it. And that part still feels fine. Like, when you're, walking around shooting people, it feels just like any other shooter nowadays, which I think just shows how forward thinking it was in that regard.
Yeah, the dual control sticks is fine, but then I'm so used to modern controls for shooters that it's weird when you're running up to something and you have to let go of your aiming button so you can hit the B button to melee something.
Yeah.
And whenever I want to
down the left. The left trigger is grenades. The right bumper reloads. X is flashlight. You know, like we're used to the Call of Duty
Right.
style of controls where it's like X is reload, the right bumper or R1 or whatever is sprint, or even clicking the left stick, things like that. Like Halo's controls are still a little kind of in that weird middle ground, but you get used to it. At least I did.
Yeah, you get used to it, but it just felt wrong to click
In some ways.
the left button stick, your walking stick, to aim your sniper rifle.
Yeah.
That felt very wrong, and I've never liked that.
Or was it the right stick?
I think the right stick was crouch.
No, I think they might be flipped. I think it was click the left stick to crouch, and then you click the right stick to aim down your sniper, I think.
Maybe. Doesn't matter.
It
feels wrong either way.
I give it 50-50 odds. It's one of those two.
Right.
But yeah, I think the issues more with the game, as far as it being not aged the best, is more down to like the level design and overall just kind of almost maze kind of clunkiness that exists, you know, because in some ways it's a typical like corridor shooter, you know, and it's kind of, you know, whatever, you know, they all kind of look and feel the same, but then it tries to be different with the big open areas when you land on the Halo ring, right? But then our issues came where we were trying to figure out where to go. And the game doesn't really have a waypoint system.
And when it did,
like
it was inconsistent as fuck.
Yeah, because when they would give us a waypoint, it'd be something that's like right next to us that we probably would have figured out.
Right.
You know, but then we'll be on the like, you know, the green terrain and everything. And I love when you look up and see the ring, you know, kind of the horizon. I always thought that still looked really cool to me. But it's so confusing when you're there and it's like, well, where do I go?
Right.
Because they'll have like the branching paths sometimes and you can't sprint. So you're just trying to like slowly walk your way through it.
How many times did we end up going back to a place that we were, and we would only figure it out because there were like blood splatters or blown up vehicles or whatever?
That happened a couple times. And like it's almost like a radar in the lower left, which is just like where enemies could be. And we were like, just follow the enemies. Like wherever they're shooting is probably where we're supposed to go.
Fucking shit was useless. Metal Gear on the
for
PlayStation
real.
1 had a better fucking radar.
Yes, it did. But yeah, Halo 1 has not really aged the best. I didn't think it was terrible, but it is frustrating. And when you play it, it's like, oh yeah, you can definitely tell for 2001 the kind of vibes, you know? Because I remember when Halo 1 was around, like when I got my GameCube in the early 2000s, I remember, you know, I used to get made fun of for having a GameCube.
Right.
And it happened. It happened. Like, Sony people were always like, you know, GTA this and GTA that, right? And then the occasional Xbox people would say, oh, you know, Halo. And I remember seeing the cover for the original Halo Combat Evolved, and it looks really cool. I still love the cover of Halo 1, you know, just Master Chief staring straight at you, and it's like, what is this, you know? It does invoke something, like something kind of special to it, and it definitely was something special, but these days, I think we've moved past it, and probably due to the dilution, the how do I say it? I think I said that right. How they've diluted the series greatly since then, so it doesn't feel as special as it used to, you know. But I mean, if you get the Master Chief Collection, it's definitely worth a play. You know, why not?
I mean, just try it out. I mean, like to me, the highlight of the game, the best part of the entire first game is the first stage, just fighting through
on the ship.
Yeah, while the Covenant are invading it. After that, the game just fucking takes a nosedive.
Oh, what about that ending with the warthog?
Fuck the warthog. The warthog.
I think
Christ.
I think that was the most pissed I got. Was trying to drive that fucking warthog.
Then we
it does the whole like.
Then we like, oh, let's race to the end.
Twice.
We're like, let's race to the end, and you died, and I died, and
because it was on a time limit, I think.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. If I remember, we got to the end. You were like, hold on, I need to go to the bathroom, and you went, but it was like, oh, it's co-op. We can't pause the game. So, and the ending is a timer. So we were trying to so I'm like, shit. So I got in the warthog and just tried to do it, and then I fucked it up. And then you came back, it's like, what happened? And I was like, oh, well, I tried to beat the game, but it didn't work out. So we did it again, and just the Warthog controls like dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
So bad.
Fucking awful.
So
and
bad.
the thing is that those same controls are used in Borderlands to drive the vehicles, and they work perfect.
Really?
Yeah, same controls. You push forward and you steer with your looking button. Your looking stick.
I didn't know there was driving in Borderlands.
Yeah, did the second? I don't remember if the second one did, but I know the first one did. Because I remember being excited that I got a car, and then I'm like, there's nothing to do.
I've never played a Borderlands game, and I don't know if I ever will.
They're not bad. They're good time wasters. But
they're definitely a game I would play co-op with somebody just to kind of carry me.
Yeah, that's how you play Borderlands. Just co-op and just carry each other. Because,
just
man.
Get the one achievement that
champ.
says my cousin. Oh yeah, he loves looter shooters.
Oh yeah, so much.
Anything that involves loot and like navigating menus and doing like little stat and armor upgrades, character custom. He's all about that.
Oh yeah, he
loves them to death.
He would love Diablo. Be perfect for him.
Oh, probably, yeah. No, I would only play Borderlands just to get that one achievement that says my cousin's an Italian plumber. And, yeah.
Oh, man. So,
but anyways.
Another problem that I have with Halo, and this is probably my biggest problem with Halo, is Master Chief.
Master Queef is
Master Queef. Fucking Master Queef. He is literally Captain America with plot armor.
Yeah.
How is he cool? Captain America is not cool according to a lot of people. How is Master Queef cool? Like because he has
the cool helmet.
That stupid fucking looking ass helmet. That looks like a paintball.
Like the design of the space.
It looks like a paintball mask. It's fucking stupid looking.
It does, but remember, paintball was all the rage in the early 2000s. Have you ever played Greg Hastings Tournament Pinball on the Game Boy Advance?
No.
I have, and it's terrible.
Of course it is.
One of the few FPSs on the Game Boy. So yeah, it definitely has the pinball thing, but people like the design of Halo. You know, it's kind of that, sci-fi, look to it. I'm not sure what it's like directly referencing, because usually with sci-fi, it's like directly being like, oh, this is like Star Trek or this is like Star Wars or this, Alien, right? Like Alien's always a big influence. And there's a little bit of Alien here, but not a huge amount.
Yeah. It's like military industrial complex.
Yes.
It
looks like a capitalist wet dream of what like America would be. Like the Space Force is evolving.
Right. Donald Trump's Space Force.
Which is still
that's
which
Halo.
Is still the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And I think people said that when the Space Force happened was, we're going to get a bunch of Master Chiefs now. But like, yeah, but people like the design of them. People like Cortana.
I like Cortana.
Just AI.
Everybody likes
fine,
Cortana.
I guess. Gee, I wonder why.
Right.
She was the original AI chatbot girlfriend. She was the first one.
So there's like a lot of things that I hate. I hate the fucking one-liners. Like, oh, are you going to make noise? And he pulls out a bazooka and he's like, probably. Like, was fucking Marvel before. No, I fucking hated it.
Yeah, like Marvel does that shit. Fucking like Uncharted does that shit.
And I hate it.
You don't like
I hate all of it.
Okay. Right. At least you're consistent.
Right? In Marvel, it works sometimes because I know what I'm getting into, but like in Uncharted, it's overdone, and in Halo, it's like it doesn't fit.
No, because Halo, you get the sense it wants to tell like a serious kind of like science fiction tale, right? Like it has that vibe to it. So throwing in those, I mean, you can do comedy in something that's dramatic, but
right.
It's all about timing. You got to figure out when to throw it in there. Marvel, I feel like Marvel's gotten worse with the quips the longer it's gone on.
No, definitely.
Like they used to be great at it, but it's definitely iffy. And Uncharted, I mean, Nathan Drake has a lot of charisma, but certain games he's worse at it than others, I think. But
And so,
yeah, I can see the issue.
So I really, before I continue shitting on Master Queef, I really like the concept of the Covenant. Because it's a bunch of alien races that have this religion that only the lower class believes in. And like the actual like prophets are just scheming little bitches that want to fucking have their way. I
That reminds me of something.
It's like politicians. I like it. I like it. That part is cool, but like the fucking Master Queef shit, that just annoys me. Like in the first mission, I think they put like a nuke in the airlock of the ship that you're in, and then he shoots himself into space. He's going probably hundreds of miles per hour in space to drop off the nuke.
So mad.
And
you got so mad at that.
Oh, I was like, how, is this what people think is fucking cool? Like this fucking dildo in plot armor? Because the Mjolnir armor is fucking plot armor. Because he can fall from orbit and land on the floor and nothing happens because he's wearing fucking green plot armor.
Well, it's science fiction, so I'm allowed to suspend my disbelief a little bit. It's not much different from, say, Samus's power suit, or say the weird leg braces in Portal that help her sustain like crazy, falls or whatever. It's not much different than that.
Yeah. I guess, but it's like,
just to you it looks silly that like Master Chief gets like put in like a Evil Knievel cannon and just shot out in the middle of space, like,
going light speed to the fucking satellite so that he can continue on and then have the worst cliffhanger in video game history. Like, fucking
well, that's in Halo 2.
Shoot me. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I was having fun with Halo 2, right? And then I had forgotten
Halo 2
about
is a lot better.
I had forgotten about all the stupid fucking shit that they got away with in the first one. And then that happens, and I'm like, motherfucker, they couldn't just let it go. They couldn't have like a normal super soldier doing normal super soldier shit. No, they had to shoot him at light speed into a satellite.
Yeah, because for Halo 1 and 2, they redid all of the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So they're like really nice, clean CG cutscenes, and they all look fantastic.
They do look great.
Especially in Halo 2 when Master Chief and the Arbiter meet that giant like flood worm thing.
Right.
Or whatever. And that's a cool design. That's very H.R. Giger. Like that stuff was really cool.
The opening scene in Halo 2 when Queef is getting the medal or whatever, that is a very good looking scene. Like all the characters look great, but again, they just fucking
because
this shit so much.
Moving on to Halo 2, I think you agree with me. Halo 2 is much, much better.
Oh yeah,
than the first game. It looks better. It plays better. It has a better story because it introduces the Arbiter and all of that stuff, which people really like. Keith David is phenomenal. Of course.
Of course, he is fantastic.
They do a better job of mixing up like fighting the Covenant and like the Flood. Like there is still Flood in the game, but I think they're handled better, or at least they kind of pace it out more. The level design is better, but it gets cryptic at certain points. But the whole game definitely is a much more refined shooter experience than the first game. And it's aged a little bit better.
Didn't we lose the Warthog in a very early mission in one of the games?
That was in one.
And then we had to hoof it for like half an hour.
Yes, because it's in one where when you land on the ring and then you drive the Warthog and then you have to park it and then find like the way to open the door to go over the bridge.
Right.
Like I think I opened the door and then you jumped in the Warthog and just tried driving and you fucked up and fell off. And then we had to walk the whole thing.
And that was the best part in that game.
Yeah, we were laughing the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Like we're just fucking walking around with our fucking giant guns.
It was either we were laughing and telling jokes, or it was just Chris being like, "Oh, this game fucking sucks. I fucking hate this dumb fucking shit. Why we do this? Jesus Christ!" And I kept telling him, "I'm like, well, when we're done, we can do something else if you want." And he's like, "No, we got to keep doing.
We got to finish the series.
You're gonna hate. We're gonna hate beat. Well, he's gonna hate beat all of these, and I'm gonna be the guy that's being like, it ain't that bad.
I think
like am I ever gonna play Halo 1 and 2 again after this? Probably
fuck
not.
No.
But I'm glad I finally played them.
I think we're gonna have a much better time with Reach, but it's gonna take a while for us to get to Reach.
Well, I think Reach is like the pinnacle of the series. Like they get better from here. Like I have vague memories of Halo 3. I know I didn't care for it at the time, but I think that was just because I didn't understand the big deal because I hadn't played them before that. But from memory, it's like, well, it controlled well. I didn't have any issues with that. I've never played ODST. I've heard some people don't like it, but some people do. But yeah, Reach is the one everyone says is really good. So there's no Flood, as far as I know, because it's a prequel to 1. So we don't have to deal with that.
I think I got pretty far into it, and I didn't see any Flood.
That's good. Yeah. And then after that, we have to deal with 343, with 4, 5, and Infinite. Because I guess we're going to keep going up into those, the ones nobody likes.
Right. And that's where we're going to be doing true podcasting, playing games everybody hates.
That's how it works. Yeah, stay tuned for my Plumbers Don't Wear Ties review coming in a couple of months.
I can't wait for that shit.
I'm going to get every achievement. I will explore that to its fullest.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. Well, apparently not to get too off topic, but the physicals for that have been out. And I know people who've played them already. And I'm like, I should have got a physical copy because I probably would have it.
You probably would.
I didn't get one.
Yeah.
I know. And then we could have done the review earlier or timed it for when the digital came out. It would have been perfect.
That would have gotten you a lot of listens.
But is it... Oh, we probably still will. But is it my fault for not trusting limited run games to ship me my shit on time?
No, because I think there's people that still haven't gotten the Scott Pilgrim release yet. And
I have... You can't see them back there, but I have No More Heroes 1 and 2 on the Switch.
Oh, man, I want
the
those
very
so bad.
The fancy deluxe editions with the soundtrack. I even have the Santa Destroy flag, like the whole thing. It took a while to get here, but it was worth it in the end.
Yeah.
So, but those are like the last limited runs that I got.
Yeah, if I see
the ones I had, I sold them.
The only time I buy a limited run is if I see them in a store shelf and it's at a good price. If not, it's fucking staying there.
Yeah, because I had the Turok one, and I tried playing Turok 1, perfectly fine, but it wasn't enough for me to keep playing it.
Turok I need to play in handheld because I played Turok 3 on the TV. Dude, I wanted to throw up. I only played like 10 minutes. I was out for the entire night. It's because it's so big and the motion blur fucks me up. So I think I could do Half-Life on the Steam Deck. Because when I played Turok 3 on the Switch in handheld, I was perfectly fine.
Great. Great. I'd love for you to play Half-Life because I love those games so much, and they hold up a lot. They hold up a lot better than Halo does.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it helps that Half-Life has like a much better story with much more interesting characters and intrigue that exists to this very day. Like who is G-Man? What is G-Man's deal? We'll probably never know, but I think it's for the best we don't know because it would kill the mystique if we learned who G-Man is and what his purpose is. Part of me never wants to know because it's more interesting to not know.
Watch it all be a dream, like Twilight.
I'm gonna burn my copy of the Lunchbox. The whole thing is a fucking dream.
That's Halo 3.
The only time I understand burning things.
That's a Half-Life 3. It's just Gordon Freeman waking up at the psych ward, taking his pills, being wheeled out into the sunroom, and then the credits roll.
Oh my god! If that was what killed Steam, that would be amazing.
You imagine people hate Half-Life 3 so much that Steam dies?
Yeah, and we're all just Epic Game Store now, which would be the worst. That would be the bad timeline.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
So Speaking of Halo 2 being better, the main reason why it's better is because the shooting feels so much better. It's like night
Oh
and
yeah,
day.
I mean, I'd say both games the shooting doesn't feel great. Like the older I've gotten, the more I've understood what people talk about when they say the shooting feels good or doesn't feel good. You know, where it's like when you're playing a shooter, when you're shooting somebody, how does like do you get that? Does it feel like you're actually the gun has like weight to it? You know what I mean? Like say when we were playing the Resident Evil 4 remake, like when Leon's shooting people with just the pistol, like it feels good to do. But in like Halo, the rifles just feel like toys, so it doesn't have the same kind of effect. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, they make like a Nerf gun have more impact. But Halo 2 shooting is definitely better.
Karen's nephew has a couple of Nerf guns, and I shot one the other day, and I was like, "Holy shit! These are manufactured by the NRA because they feel like they almost feel like guns."
I hope they die.
The NRA,
because they're actually
or the Nerf guns.
No, the NRA, because they're. I think it's like New York is going after them for like tax fraud and embezzlement and all this kind of stuff. And I think if
that
it
makes
works,
sense.
They're just gonna they're gonna probably get disbanded, and I kind of hope so.
Oh man,
not to get too political, but I think the NRA has done so much damage.
Oh yeah,
you know they've like I have nothing against guns, nothing against bullets, none of that bullshit, but I think the NRA has introduced a very unhealthy gun culture that still exists to this day. So
can't disagree.
That.
I cannot disagree with that. So many tweaks to laws that could fix so many issues, but no, the NRA won't let it happen because money.
Exactly. And gun control only works at a federal level. It doesn't work at a state level.
Right. So
anyways, back to fun stuff.
They need to take John Halo's guns away.
John Galo, maybe.
Master Queef's
John Galo is Master Queef.
Master Queef's guns need to be taken away, and he needs to talk it out with the Covenant. Because, God, I feel like a politics simulator starting John Halo would be much better than this fucking series. God, I hate it so much.
I love that John Halo. That's so
John
funny.
Halo. I got that because the other day I was reading that Kratos'
Is
last
his name John? Is his real name John?
Yeah, John 117, I think. The other day I was reading and I saw that people started joking around that Kratos' first name was John and his name was John Kratos, and some publication actually fucking wrote that you play as John Kratos.
No shot. It's actually John Kratos. I just thought his name was Kratos, like Prince or something. He just has one name.
Right? No, it's John Kratos.
That's
fucking
amazing.
Greek, ancient Greek John Kratos.
All right, so it's Master Chief Petty Officer John-117.
Oh, God. Even the name is fucking stupid.
He's a chief petty officer. Like, he's still enlisted, but not even like high enlisted. Like, he's not even a sergeant.
He's just.
I think petty officer is Navy. I could be wrong on that.
Well,
I used to know my Army enlistments because back in high school I was in the JROTC program, so I was military pilled for a couple years.
Yeah, it looks like it's Navy. But aren't the Space Marines Navy in fucking Halo?
Well, the Marines actually did start as an offshoot of the Navy branch, actually. The Marines are tied to the Navy, but they've become their own branch, but they are closely connected to the Navy.
Interesting.
They're all seamen.
John Queef is a seaman.
John Galo is Master Queef Seaman.
Oh man!
How many jokes out of this can we get? Let's keep going.
Let's see how many.
What
more.
we got for the Arbiter? What about the Arbiter?
I like the Arbiter. I like the Arbiter.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love Keith David? He's great. They live. Fucking love him.
Okay, so what I hate about the Arbiter, and there's just this one thing. Apparently, you fucked up his plans in Halo 1, even though you never really meet him at all. You don't know who the fuck this guy is.
He's not in the first game.
Right?
He's not in the first game at all.
And then they just introduced this, like, run-of-the-mill looking elite, and they get him naked and brand him, and then they're like, oh, you're going to be our special agent because you are a fucking loser. And you're going to go with our brutes who are going to usurp us, and you're going to kill the demon. The fucking demon, the green demon.
That's literally Captain America. Like, he's such a loser, they have to make him, like, buff to feel better.
Right? And they're like, oh, and you're going to go, and you're going to get us a new Halo. And that's the whole thing with the Arbiter. And then he finds out that the fucking high top politicians are corrupt, and he's the only one that can save humanity. And now the aliens are fighting for the humans against the Covenant.
I will say the Arbiter is a much more interesting character and has a much more interesting story than Master Chief.
Yeah.
You know, they actually take time to explain his origin and why he's doing what he does, you know, whereas with Master Chief, they just kind of just plop him there and you're just kind of expected to care about him, you know? And from what I've heard, like, the books and the other lore does a lot more of the heavy lifting on that, but I feel like it doesn't need to do that, you know, because the Arbiter proved they don't need to do that.
I don't want to read so that I can care for the guy that I'm playing as in this.
I agree.
10-hour campaign.
I have nothing against, like, books being supplemental material for games, because I've read some of, like, the Gears of War books and they're not too bad. There's, like, one book on, like, Assassin's Creed that I think it's like Hatham's, like, journals, which is, like, explaining why he's a Templar as opposed to being an assassin. And it's like, and if you care, it's interesting, but it's not necessary.
Right.
Whereas it feels like with Halo, the books are as necessary as the games to get the whole thing. And for a lot of people, you know, even me, who's actually reading this year, I've read a lot more this year than I have in a while. I don't want to read these. I don't care that much.
No.
You know, the games don't do a good enough job of making you care about the Space Marines and the plight of, like, Master Chief, you know? Like, it does a better job of making us care about the Arbiter and sort of his dissension with the Covenant and why, you know, he eventually ends up working with Master Chief in Halo 3. Because I think Halo 3 is when you co-op the two of them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
so
that's
that's automatically more interesting instead of just two Master Chiefs or two Arbiters like we were. We'll be two separate characters.
I really like Mass Effect's way of how they treated Saren, because if you play just the first Mass Effect, he was a Spectre, he got disgraced, and then you just find out he's been indoctrinated by the Reapers. If you want more backstory on Saren, you can read the book, but it doesn't affect anything in the original Mass Effect.
And also, Mass Effect has that really nice, all of them have really good compendiums as well, which gives you a lot more lore and backstory on certain characters. So, like, yeah, Mass Effect does a really fantastic job of making you care about everybody and everything, but they give you all the necessary stuff as you're playing the game. And also, it's an RPG. And with an RPG, you expect to do more reading and more, like, investing in what is going on. Whereas with a shooter, the stories are always spoon-fed to you in a shooter, you know? Like, the only part you care about is not dying,
right?
You know? And the cutscenes are almost like breathing room.
But also, in the first Mass Effect, you don't really see Saren that much. You know, you see him, like, what, 3 times total, and the third time you're killing him?
I believe so, yeah.
So, if they can make you understand this character and see what's happening and you barely see him in the game, why can't they make you care for Master Chief in, you know, the first 2 games? In the first game, because he's literally just the fucking avatar for the player to just go kill aliens, and somehow he's the greatest thing in the entire fucking universe.
Yeah. like somehow Doom Guy has more character building. And all we
Yes.
have of Doom Guy in the older ones is just that like he was a Marine
Mm-hmm.
working on Mars,
Yep.
and then he finds like Mars, they're trying to open a portal to hell, and so he just has to defend himself from the demons. And then you find out, I think it's the secret ending of 1 is that they killed his pet bunny and he vowed revenge John Wick style.
And that's it. And then in Doom
and you can
64,
but you connect to him more.
In Doom 64, he's just trying to stop the aliens from, no, what was it? In 2, you're on Earth. In 64, you're trying to stop the demons again. I think in a space station. And then in 2016, it turns out that it's the same Doom guy, but they call it a reboot. But then in Eternal, then you find out like the entire actual story that he got trapped in hell. No, 64's in hell. He got trapped in hell for a shit ton of years, and they basically turned him into this Doomslayer in hell, and then he's just back now to actually do what he's good at, which is ripping and tearing.
So it's in like the pre-reboot games, he's Doom Guy.
Right.
But by the reboot games, he's Doom Slayer.
They gave him a name in the reboots. And it's not a reboot, it's a sequel to the whole thing. And and like he doesn't have
I still need to play through those because the only Doom I've beaten is the original. 2 was fine. I haven't touched 3. I played a bit of the 2016 reboot, and I felt a little on it, but I only like just started it. But I hear like Eternal is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
So,
and like the thing is, Eternal is the one. Eternal's the one that ties all of them.
Okay.
Into being it's a story that comes from the first game all the way up to this one. 3 doesn't count.
Why does 3 not count? Why do people need 3?
It's a reboot.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 is an actual reboot. 2016 is a continuation of the story from 1, 2, and 64. But you don't know much about this guy until you get to Eternal and you find out, oh shit, it's the same guy and this is what happened to him. And it's fucked up what the demons did to him when he was stuck in hell. So, and that's still way more fucking interesting than anything that John Halo has done.
Yeah. For real. I mean, if we want to keep going with the space shooters, I mean, Dead Space, the whole Isaac Clarke stuff as well.
He didn't talk in the first one, and he was still more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he talks in the remake, which, thank God, he kind of needs to. So. It's just Halo. I guess for us, Halo doesn't grab us from like a story or a character perspective.
Or
like Arbiter
design.
Comes close, because I do think Arbiter is interesting. But yeah, with Master Chief, he almost is like a John Doe, or what's the term? Like the male version of like a Mary Sue. You know what I mean? He's kind of one of those, like a character who's just does everything correctly,
right?
And it just I don't know. It makes it kind of lame. It does.
So I don't like the design of Master Chief. I don't care for his personality. I don't care for him being witty and his banter. I don't care for his superhero antics, which he's not a fucking superhero. He just has green plot armor. I like the Covenant. I feel like the Covenant are being done a disservice by having this green dildo be their demon. Like, there's nothing scary about this green dude coming and killing your indoctrinated worshippers. I mean, I don't like Master Chief, but I really fucking hate the guy. It's terrible.
He's not my least favorite protagonist in games ever, but he's just, for me, he doesn't stand out. He's just kind of there. He's the equivalent of like in shooters where it's just, oh, you're a guy. Like you're, as you said, John Halo or like John Wolfenstein.
Right.
Like you're just the guy, and this is the person you are as you shoot people, and it's fine, at least for me. So, but I totally get it.
So I feel like again, it's like a disservice to the whole series to have Master Chief as like the main character. And do you know how 3 ends at all?
Vaguely.
So they freeze him and
Vaguely.
shoot him into space until they need him again.
Okay. Because I remember in 3, you do the warthog thing again, and then like he gets in the ship, and then the ship blows up, and then they have like a funeral for him or something. And then it's like a post-credit scene where you see as the ship's blowing up, like he kind of escapes.
Yeah.
So he's not dead.
No.
But they think he's dead.
Yeah. And then 100 years later, they find him in Halo 4.
And I don't know a thing about Halo 4. I've never played it.
I hate this series, and I just want to keep playing just to see how much more stupider it gets. It's like a train wreck. The best way for me to describe it is a train wreck.
I think you just want to be justified in thinking that Reach is the best one.
Okay, so from what I remember from Reach is what I thought Halo was going to be like. It's humans versus aliens, and aliens are trying to take over the world. Which,
yeah.
Why do we have to introduce other elements into it that make no sense? Fine, have the inside fighting and politics of the Covenant, but don't. I don't know, man.
Reach doesn't have Master Chief, right?
No.
Like the Spartans you're playing as in this game are completely different characters.
Yes, they're different. I think they're actually like the last Spartan squad or something before they find Chief.
So story-wise, there might be something there.
There might be. I mean, it's apparently the saddest story, but then again,
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to get to it because I do want to play through it because I remember I dropped it because I couldn't pass a stage where you're in like a helicopter flying around. But I think we're just gonna skip ODST and go into Reach from 3.
That one's super short though. One's super short. Yeah, it's like the shortest game in the series. You can beat that game in we could probably beat that in one sitting.
Let me see. How long is Halo 3 ODST? It is 6 hours.
Yeah, where like Halo 3 is like 8 to 10.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, we probably
ODST. Well, and ODST, you don't play as Master Chief. You just play as just some random guy.
You play as an even more boring guy.
Yeah, but at least they don't try to have him be like, oh, he's the savior of humanity or some shit. He's just a guy.
Man, I feel like I'm going to make a lot of enemies when I release this episode.
You might. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
but I think doing 3 and then 3 ODST together makes sense because they both say Halo 3 connected to them, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, again, if we could always stop whenever you want, but yep. I mean, when we finish 3, if you want to skip to Reach, if you want to skip ODST and go straight to Reach, okay. I'll allow it.
We're probably going to have to space these out.
I'll play ODST by myself.
We're going to have to space them out because we got other stuff that we need to play too.
Yes,
yep.
we have some other stuff in the works that I'm actually more excited about.
Oh yeah, me
to
too.
Be honest,
me too. So I gave the original Halo Combat Evolved 4 out of 10. Fuck the flood. Fuck the driving in the final stage. Fuck the inconsistent waymarkers, and fuck Master Chief. Hated it. What did you give it?
I gave Halo 1 a 6. I think it is still functionally okay. Controls fine, historically significant, but its age definitely shows, and it kind of holds it back from being a good example of like a shooter in a modern era. You know. It's easier to appreciate from a distance, I think.
Yeah.
Like a Halo.
Yeah. Halo 2, 6 out of 10. It was a massive improvement over the first. Still feels like the weapons shoot water and the enemies are plants. The food can eat. The flood can eat my smegma.
And the food as well. Yeah, I gave Halo 2 a 7. A huge improvement. Had a lot more fun with this one. The Arbiter plotline was much more interesting than Master Chief's, and had much better pacing, and the vehicle combat was a lot better as well. It still hasn't aged the best, but it is definitely a more solid experience to play.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you're... It's probably... I mean, we'll know when we get to it, but like if you want like a nice one-off Halo game, 2 might be the one to go for. Because you don't really need the one connection.
No, all you need to know from the first game is Master Chief was in a spaceship. It got attacked by the Covenant. They fell on Halo. Master Chief blew up Halo by using the ship's energy reactor. That's it.
Yes,
and then you actually get the good story.
Was like a weapon.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, because they learned like Halo is being used as like a weapon, and they were gonna start like blowing up like, I don't know, Earth or something. So they blow that up, some shit like that. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just gets blown up, and then 2 actually has a story and stuff that happens, not just.
Yeah, it tries to do more with like oh, maybe the Covenant aren't the bad guys. It tries to do that thing, and it's fine. It's not bad.
And it turns out that the prophets are the bad guys, and there's a hive mind for some reason.
The Capitol owners were the evil all along.
Right?
Who would have thought?
You're telling me the senators?
Who wrote about that back in the day?
The senators are to blame?
Never. Anyways, yeah, Halo, fine, I guess. Yeah, we'll do 3. We'll see what Chris is feeling if we go to ODST or jump straight to Reach, and then my guess is probably after Reach is when we'll discuss if we want to continue, because when we hit the 343 ones, those are the ones people don't like at all. Like some people are kind of on 4. People don't like 5 at all.
I keep forgetting 5 is a thing. I think it goes 4
I don't think I've
infinite.
heard a good thing about 5. No, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say a good thing about Halo 5 in general. Infinite, I've heard kind of mixed on Infinite. Like the multiplayer, like it's good and it's bad, it's good, it's bad. I don't know. And I hear with the campaign, I guess the comparison is like Final Fantasy 15. The first half is really strong, but the second half is not as strong. So take that for what you will.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 15 was one of those games that felt like a massive waste of time. And at the end, I was like, why did I waste my time playing this? But
isn't that all video games?
I felt
they all just.
I felt the same way about Death Stranding, but at the end, I was like, that was actually pretty fucking good, even though it felt like a massive waste of time. I will never play that game again, but it was great.
Wasn't it like Kojima was trying to say something in Death Stranding about like communication or something?
He called it a strand game, which it's like making connections with people and like.
Yeah, it was about like human connection and how like the age of the internet has caused people to splinter from each other, Something like that. And I think Death Stranding was, yeah. But from what I've heard, Death Stranding 2 has made him, being post-COVID, has made Kojima go, maybe fuck everything I said in that first game.
It's gonna be weird, because I really like that game and the ending and everything that happened, and Norman Reedus does feel a lot like well, we had nobody else, so here's Norman Reedus type of character. But everybody else was fantastic.
We have a name people know.
Right.
Vaguely.
But then they have like Mads Mikkelsen, and he is incredible in everything he did in that
he's
game.
Great. He's great in everything.
Right.
I love him. I think if I remember, he was the main bad guy in Casino Royale.
Yes. Everyone's going to know you died scratching my balls.
Good stuff. That's a great movie.
That movie's great. Yeah, so Troy Baker is fantastic in that game as always, and Lea Seydoux and everybody else of the main cast. Even what's his name? Guillermo del Toro's character is great, even though it's not voiced by Guillermo del Toro.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, it's very weird, but it's good. That game it's fucking weird, but it's great. Every time Mads Mikkelsen would grab Norman Reedus and shake him, he's like, "I want my baby." I was like, "Take it." It's so good, so fucking good.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe one day it'll come to Xbox and I'll play it, but or maybe I'll play it when I get my PS5.
You should get a PS5 because I think
one of these days.
I think you will enjoy a lot of the games on PS5.
One of these days, but for now I'm okay.
Yeah. Man, we did Halo. Fuck.
Yes. Well, you want to keep going, so we're going to keep going.
It felt good. It felt good saying how much I hate Halo and Master Chief and have words to describe why and not just, I remember it being bad. No, it is bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I get the sense we may not end up doing the whole series like we did with Gears. Let's do 3 in Reach. And then after Reach, we'll see how we're feeling.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah. I do want to do them all, but it might be like the Shantae series where I'm still only on like the 3rd Shantae game. And we've been doing the
There's
podcast.
Only 2 of those left.
We've been doing the podcast for like 4 years almost.
Oh, God. Yeah, I did them all in like the span of like 2 months.
Yeah, you fucking horked them down.
Well, they're not long games.
Still.
Like, was I going to play like all 10 modes of Half Genie Hero?
No.
Where it's the same fucking game with different costumes?
No, but like space them out,
I don't even
dude.
like Half Genie Hero. Well, I spaced out 7 Sirens. I did that one a little later.
See, and this is why you're getting Assassin's Creed burnout, because you've plowed through all of them and now you're on Syndicate.
I've tried to pace them out.
You haven't done a very good job, dude. Like, you've broken them up for like 4-hour games.
I started playing it in December of 22. That was when I beat the first one.
The first one or Ezio's first one?
No, AC1. Altair.
Ugh.
Still the only Assassin's Creed I don't like.
Yeah, it's not a great game.
And I know I would get hate from some people for saying that.
That is not a great game.
It needs a remake.
It does.
If they remake it in Mirage's engine, great. It'd be phenomenal.
I wish Mirage would have been a remake of that game because it almost felt like one.
They might be hinting at it.
I hope.
Though I hear they're remaking Black Flag, which I don't know why. I mean, I know why. It's very popular and it's a great game.
Oh, they probably created a new engine for the ship sailing for whatever this fucking pirate game that they're making is coming out, and they just want to get more money out of it.
Skull and Bones. Yeah. I mean, and that's saying a remake of Black Flag would sell well because people love that game, and I love that game.
I would buy it.
But am I going to play a remake of it? Not anytime soon. Because it's going to look prettier, but it's probably going to play the same.
Because I think they're trying to make Bassam the new main character of the series. Unless they somehow insert him into it. I
mean, aren't they all connected?
Vaguely. Like after Desmond died, they're all connected very, very vaguely. So
yeah, because the present day stuff after 3 is so bad.
Oh yeah.
Like Black Flag and Rogue's present day is so terrible. Rogue's, they tried to have something kind of interesting at the end of the present day stuff, but it doesn't go anywhere. Because then Unity and Syndicate are just like present day stuff. Here's like a random cutscene. Okay, now keep doing the normal stuff. Yeah. And then I think it's with Origins, they actually try to introduce a new character and do something with it.
It goes nowhere. It goes nowhere.
It's really a shame because I think they had something with the Desmond present day stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a shame they just. You could tell them killing it. They wanted to kind like the idea. What am I trying to say? The killing of Desmond in 3 felt like they had a plan, like they were doing it for a reason, being a few games removed from that, if there was a reason, they completely forgot.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
If they make a Black Flag remake and they actually do a remake like they did with Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space and whatever, where and Final Fantasy 7, where they're remaking the game and changing the story, they could work in bringing Desmond back, and I think it maybe could work.
I hope they don't change much of the story, because the story in 4 is still really good. Like
they can keep the story, the Edward Fenway story,
really good
story, but add like maybe a couple of like ancient artifacts. Oh, this one will bring back a dead person, or make a copy of their body with their personality and everything intact. Because I think Desmond died, but his personality is stuck. His brain is stuck somewhere in that network of the
Abstergo?
Of the gods, or whatever they were called, of the Isu.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I mean,
who knows?
If they're just gonna remake it, give us the same story, and then just change the present day stuff, I'm fine with it. I wouldn't mind.
I mean, if Ubisoft is all in on AC again, to the point where they're probably gonna release way too many of them in a quick succession, and everyone's gonna get sick of them again. They can't learn their lesson, can they?
They should just go to the 2-year model, because I really like.
Yeah,
I really liked Mirage. I honestly really liked it, but I don't see these games being more than an 8 out of 10. So they should just stick to that and try to aim for that, and they should be good.
The only ones I would put above an 8 are probably Brotherhood and Black Flag, and they're both 9s for me.
Syndicate.
Just because I think Black Flag, Syndicate's an 8.
To me, Syndicate
Maybe
was a 9,
8.5.
but it was mostly because Evie was a very interesting character.
Yeah, and Syndicate does a really good job with the setting that it's in, like the time period and the setting. And it does a lot of different things, but like good different, Because Unity, to me, Unity was trying way too hard to be like Assassin's Creed 2 again. And Syndicate is just like, it has spin-off energy, where it's like, oh, it's a bit of a lighter-hearted story. Here's like the rope launcher, and it's kind of, it's a bit more jokey and not as serious. But in that, it just kind of focuses more on being fun. Like, sure, it cops from Arkham. Sure, it cops from GTA. Sure, it cops from like all these other games. But it keeps the games fun, and it still kind of retains that Assassin's Creed nature to it. So that's why I like Syndicate. The only reason I have Burnout is because I've spent so much time playing it and doing all the completist stuff. Like, if I went straight through to the story and beat it, I'd probably be done with it by now.
Yeah,
but
you would have.
That's on me. So, but I'm still going. I'll beat it. I'm pretty close to beating it. I just have sequence 7, 8, 9, and then the World War I stuff, and then I'm done. And then I'll probably do Jack the Ripper later, because I hear Jack the Ripper's fantastic.
I want to do that one. I need to get that.
I've heard good things, so I definitely want to play it, but I might play that a little later.
But that's it.
Then I'll do the Chronicles games.
Oh, I do want to play the Chronicle games. I do have them all.
Yeah.
And they're
not
you can
very get all
long.
3 for like, nope, they're all, I think, 6 hours apiece. They're like 2.5D. People like China the most, and then India and Russia, everyone's kind of on. But I'll give them all a try, because I've already met the protagonist from China, because she's in was it Assassin's Creed Embers,
the movie,
which I believe is like the little like Ezio's death movie, because she somehow visits him. I don't understand that, but
I think
whatever.
She visits him to get him to come to China and help her kill somebody or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like she wants to be trained in the ways of the assassin, and she's learned of like the legend of Ezio. Because I guarantee you, Ezio, if there was a real Assassin's Creed, would be like a legendary figure in the Creed, for obvious reasons. And her probably learning he's still alive, and it's like, well, let me go find him, And I love when she finds him, and Ezio's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Go away. Like he is pissed.
It's like Bruce Wayne and Batman Beyond.
Yes, 100%.
It's like, I was Batman, fuck off. And he kicks Terry out of the house.
Yeah. R.I.P. Ezio, the real legend.
All right. So that's it for Halo. I think 3 does less with the Flood too. because the flood it's. I am not having a great time with the game, and then the flood comes in and it just completely kicks me out of the whole experience. Because one, I don't care for it. Two, they're a pain in the ass. So with less flood, I think I would have more fun. And also, if they stop doing like fucking superhero shit with Master Chief, I think I would also have more fun because he is not that guy. He is not that character. So I do have high hopes for the next two.
Yeah, I think 3 and Reach are considered the pinnacles of the franchise, probably by most Halo fans. So I'm pretty sure they will be better.
I remember playing them. I don't remember anything about 3, and I remember more or less liking Reach. And I dabbled in it a little bit on the Steam Deck a few months ago, and I somewhat had a good time. So
yeah, I played 3 when it came out. I remember I rented it, and because it was such a big deal. Played and beat the campaign in like the 3-5 day period I had it, and then just kind of bounced off. But who knows? I have a little bit more context. Maybe I'll appreciate it more.
Yeah.
No idea. So, and I've never touched Reach, so have no idea. But yeah, we'll at the very least we'll probably do 3 and Reach, and then if you want to quit at that point, I'm fine. I don't care. We can then do, I don't know, Gotham Knights or something.
Yeah. Maybe we can sprinkle them one game maybe every couple of months for the rest of the year.
Sure. That's fine with me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right. Yeah. So what do you want to plug? You got stuff going on apart from 3DO?
Well, as always, you all can check me at the 3DO Experience. I just recently got the little fighting pad for it, and got my copy of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but I don't know if that review is coming soon at all. Probably by the time this is out, we'll have our Incredible Machine review out, so go check that out. That's a real fun game. And yeah, I'm still doing. Well, I've brought back my old Music King Crimson podcast, Frame by Frame, and we're doing that probably once every month or so. So probably by the time this comes out, we'll have the next episode of that up, which is us discussing the period between Red and Discipline. So Red came out in 1974, Discipline came out in 1981. There's a nice 6-year gap there. A lot happened, and we're going to try to cover it all. Hopefully.
Nice. All right, so if you guys want to listen to a show, the links are going to be in the show notes, so just go to the description, click on the link, copy and paste it on your browser or whatever, and listen to Thrak talking about music and 3DO games.
Yeah, fascinating.
But yeah, thanks for being back on, man. I know we're going to do a big RPG soon with another Killing God book, and that's going to be great. I can't wait for that one.
Oh yeah. And yeah, thank you for having me, man. I mean, I'm essentially a third host at this point.
Of course, honorary third member Thrak.
Of course, yeah. So I'm always here.
Yep.
I'm a ringer if you ever need me.
Right? Like you're always here. You're hiding in the corner in your little hut waiting for us to call you because we need you to record.
Playing my Series X in the corner.
Right. So, all right. Well, that's it for this week's episode, everyone. Y'all remember to follow us wherever we have podcasts and socials and Patreon. And I'm too tired for this shit. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.